Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Aishwarya Sophia. I'm an energy healer and an Akashic channel, and I am here to make your spiritual journey a little bit easier. Let's talk about Archangel Sandalphon. Now, many of you may not have heard of Archangel Sandalphon, and you might be wondering, who is this Archangel? Sandalphon is believed to have had a human incarnation as Elijah the prophet. Sandalphon is also believed to be the twin of Archangel Metatron, and they work tirelessly together to spread hope, love, peace, and joy throughout the universe. Some say that Archangel Sandalphon is the tallest and the biggest archangel. This means that he has a mighty grounding influence. So anytime that you're practicing any kind of spiritual practice and you're looking for healing and grounding, Sandalphon is an excellent angel to call on. He is a very gentle presence, and he's also known as the wheel of the divine chariot. He is known to help you come back into alignment and to help you move your life forward by providing you with a higher perspective on any given situation. He can also help you get over any stuck or stagnant energies and move forward with your life's purpose. Sandalphon is also the patron angel of music and the arts. This means that he provides your life with a little bit of sweetness, helps you make the best of your gifts, and helps human life be more bearable. Sandalphon is associated with the Earth Star Chakra. Now, if you haven't watched my chakra activation that I posted a few weeks ago, I talk about what the Earth Star Chakra is, and I also provide an activation for your Earth Star Chakra. So I will link that video at the end of this video. Definitely check it out if you feel called to. Sandalphon is associated with the Earth Star Chakra, which means he helps you ground in your dreams into physical reality. He also helps you by providing you a bird's eye view or a higher perspective of things so you can get past any blockages or anything that's stopping you from your highest timeline. You can also call on him for artistic inspiration and any kind of inspiration for creative pursuits. Sandalphon is the archangel of wisdom and compassion above all else, and he works very differently with each person that calls on him. So if this energy of Sandalphon is resonating with you, but you don't know how to work with him, just call on him. Tell him what you're struggling with or what you need help with, and ask him how he can help you. Sandalphon is associated with the blue ray. He's also associated with sodalite, lapis lazuli, amazonite, turquoise, and my favorite, celestite. So if you have any of these crystals lying around at home, feel free to pick them up and meditate with them to invoke Sandalphon's presence. Let's get into the fun part of the video and let's get a channeled message from Sandalphon. So what I did today is I used my beautiful Sacred Destiny Oracle cards and I drew 3 cards so Archangel Sandalphon can give me an idea of what the themes for today's messages will be. And I really like the sound of this. The first theme for today's channeled message is potential. Now, as I was looking into this card, I was reminded by Sandalphon about the precipice of great change that we are on as a collective. Now, Sandalphon is showing me how the old timeline and the old paradigm is collapsing and how we're really on the brink of something brand new. Now, for those of us who are familiar with astrology, Pluto's last ingress into Capricorn ends on November 18th or 19th. And after that, Pluto moves into Aquarius. This marks the beginning of the age of Aquarius. Now stay tuned for another video that I'm going to be doing on the age of Aquarius, explaining what it is and how we can make the most of it. But we are on the precipice of a big change. And really what Sandalphon is trying to point to here is that we all have the potential to make this change a bright, beautiful, lasting one. Now, so many of us here are so tired of the way things are, right? The poverty, grief, strife, suffering, war, inequality. And many of us, including myself, we don't stand for these things, but we don't know how to change them all by ourselves. So what Sandalphon is pointing me to is that the change starts with you. If you can be a more mindful consumer, if you can be kinder to your neighbor, if you can be the best version of yourself every single day, that's you achieving your highest potential. Because he's showing me how the ocean is made up of 1,000,000 drops of water, right? But each drop of water doesn't realize that it is the ocean. And it's the same with us. Each one of our actions, each one of our words, our thoughts really contribute to the collective vibration, the collective energy. So if we want to really see our highest timeline unfold from this change, it's up to each one of us to tap into our highest potential. And it's so easy to do this, right? All we have to do is identify things in our life that we want to do differently, and then have the dedication, the focus, and the discipline to follow through on that. So for example, if I say that I am going to be kinder to everyone I meet, then that's something that's up to me to enforce it without fail every time I have the opportunity to do that. So what Sandalphon is pointing us to with this potential card is that yes, we're on the precipice of this big, scary, unknown new era that's just about to dawn on humanity. But what are each one of us going to do with that? Each one of us has access to this potential. We each have access to our own highest timeline. How are we going to access this potential? Through our actions. This is something that Sandalphon is urging each one of us to ask ourselves. The next theme for today's channeled message is illumination. Now I had to sit with this card for a minute because so much came flooding into my crown chakra when I was looking at this image. Now I'm an intuitive reader, so I go with what's on the card, but mostly what's in the image. And when I was looking at this, the very first thing I was reminded of was the early days of my spiritual journey, right? That was a time when I knew that this was my calling. I knew that this was what I was supposed to do, but I wasn't quite sure how to do it. I wasn't quite sure of the path itself, right? And I was constantly reminded back then, and I'm being reminded right now, that take this step and the path will appear. So many of us are on the precipice of a great awakening ourselves. Maybe we're going through our second, third, fourth, fifth awakening. But this message never fails to be of importance, no matter if we're a novice or if we're a seasoned pro at awakening, ascension, spirituality, that sometimes we're given these grand, lofty dreams and goals, but we need to take these small steps towards them. And sometimes the path to that grand goal is not entirely clear. And what Sandalphon is reminding us of is that we must take the step and the path will appear. So if you can only see 2 steps ahead of you in the path, take the first step and another will appear, right? And I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe it's all of us here, maybe it's collective energy, but Sandalphon is really stressing on the fact that it's very important to have faith in yourself and in the universe, and to really take these leaps of faith when you're called to, right? And the rest of your path will be illuminated. The last theme for today's message is diligence. Now, as I was looking at this image, I was struck by the bird and how it has this higher perspective over the land. And what this really tells me is that we need to be more diligent and more detail oriented with everything we do. And we need to be more diligent about really maintaining this higher perspective. Because like I said, a lot is going to be changing in the coming months. I'm filming this in September. I know that October is going to be a very tumultuous month. And really the rest of 2024 is going to bring in a lot of big changes for us collectively. Now, let me know if you want me to do a video on some of the prophecies that I receive or some of the insight I receive into the future, and I'm happy to do that. But like I was saying, the rest of 2024 is really going to make us question ourselves, our beliefs, our foundational values, and things like that. So the more diligent and discerning we are about what we allow into our energetic field, what we allow into our homes, into our lives in every way, is going to play a huge part in making sure that this transition is smooth sailing. Another thing that I'm getting with this Diligence card is to really strap in for the ride, right? Because ascension, awakening, it's not something that just tides over in a couple days or a couple months. We're in it for the long haul. Whether we like it or not, we have signed up to be a part of humanity during this time of consciousness shifting and collective awakening. This means that we know why we came here. We signed up for this. And of course, we have that veil of amnesia that makes us forget that we signed up for this. So sometimes when we're going through a lot energetically back to back, it can feel like a lot. But really grounding yourself, right? And realizing that we're in this for the long haul and this is not going to stop anytime soon, right? And also looking at it as a blessing, that it's happening for you and not to you, is so important at this time. I feel like I want to draw one quick bonus card, something in me saying just get one more. Sandalphon has one more message, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get one more card. Okay, a bunch fell out and I'm feeling called to take them. Just two fell out. So we have thriving and fulfillment. Just look at the beautiful visuals on these cards, right? Now I know why I was asked to pull this. Because like I just mentioned, October, November, December of 2024 is going to present us with many challenging energies, right? The old paradigm is finally completely collapsing and we're stepping into a new age, the age of Aquarius. And what this is really telling me is that we might experience some temporary discomfort between now and the end of the year, but we really need to have our sights set on the future that we're working towards. Because starting 2025, I'm getting early 2025, let's say around March 2025, everything is going to start smoothing out, right? And the fruits of our labor will start making themselves seen. And that's the time when we're going to be very fulfilled and we're going to be thriving. And what I really am getting from Sandalphon about this is plant seeds for the future. What do you want the next year to look like, right? What do you want that dream life of yours to look like? Plant those seeds, give him your prayers, and Archangel Sandalphon, just like all other archangels, are really the bridge between us and the divine. They carry our prayers to the divine. So Sandalphon is saying here, what does it take for you to thrive, right? What does it take for you to be fulfilled? Tell me what it is so I can deliver your message to God. Tell me what you need in your life to feel happy, joyful, content, and full so you can thrive. Tell me what you need so you can feel protected and safe and fulfilled, and I will deliver your message to God. That's what I'm hearing from Sandalphon. But I think that this was a beautiful message, very realistic, but also filled with hope. I hope that this was helpful. And let me know how you like these channeled messages. I generally like to keep them short because I want all of my viewers to enjoy them and I want all of my viewers to be able to watch them. But share your thoughts. Let me know if you would like longer channeled messages, if you like it when I channel the messages ahead of time, or if you like it when I use a deck of cards. or if you would prefer that I just directly channel messages from higher beings, because I can do that too. But let me know what piques your interest. I really hope that this message resonated with you on some level. I hope that you received the message that you were intended to receive. Check out my website if you want an energy healing session where you can connect with an archangel or deity directly. Check out my Etsy shop if you would like some fun, lighthearted readings. I'm so grateful for each one of you present here with me, and I will see you in my next one. Namaste.